press the button.
I'll press the button. Is that pressed? No, there we go. Okay, thanks. For something completely different, you may appreciate and may not appreciate the alternate view here, namely that I'm not so optimistic. I've been teaching 40 years in places like Yale and Harvard, and I was before that doing research for 10 years. So basically I'm retired from what was a full-time academic life, and I fear that you're being sold a bundle of optimism and positive thinking that is no longer credible. It took a 15-year-old girl in Sweden to make this clear to the world community. A few weeks ago, you may have followed it. It's now become a world movement. Because Greta said, I don't for a second believe that you're going to act on what I'm telling you. But I'm not pleading for you to act. I'm telling you that the change is coming, whether you like it or not, or know it or not. Now, I found that encouraging in one respect, not because it was optimistic, but because it was realistic. And I fear that we're going to be seeing a level of realism in a generation that's coming along that isn't going to bother to check in with old-timers like me. Because they realize that our lives were completely irrelevant for their lives. The reason for that is very simple. Just think of it demographically. Briefly put, I was born in 1946. I'm over 70 now. During my lifetime, the world's population tripled. It went from 2.5 billion to where we're now about 7.5 billion. Consider the fact that that never happened before in human history. Never in the lifetime of one person had the human population tripled. Consider then the problem that never again will it happen either. Never again will we move from 7.5 billion to over 22 billion in the lifetime of one individual. This suggests that most of us thinking back and talking to you are thinking in linear time, but the children are living in exponential time. They know it. They're getting mad. They're getting bitter. In the next few years, while we sit and grow and talk about it, there's going to be the largest transfer of wealth in the history of humankind from one generation to the next, through wills and institutions and endowments and whatever else, to the extent that that intergenerational transfer of wealth takes the form of trying to ensure that we can preserve what made us wealthy. We're dead. Because it was the fossil fuel moment in human history that made us wealthy. That's passing. Good luck.